The trial of Sean Diddy Combs, once known as the king of hip-hop and a mogul behind Bad Boy Records, has entered its second explosive week. The courtroom in Manhattan has become the stage for harrowing testimony, disturbing allegations, and shocking insights into a world hidden behind celebrity glamour. Federal prosecutors say Combs orchestrated a decades-long campaign of abuse, threats, and coercion using wealth, fame, and fear to control those around him. And now, as week 2 unfolds, the veil continues to lift. This is the story so far. Sean Combs, age 55, faces federal charges of sex trafficking, racketeering conspiracy, and transportation to engage in prostitution. Prosecutors allege he lured and manipulated women into what they call freak-offs or drug-fueled sex events that could last 4 days. Victims describe these gatherings as coercive, violent, and psychologically scarring. Combs has pleaded not guilty, but if convicted, he could spend the rest of his life in prison. Week 1 brought the shocking testimony of Cassie Ventura, Combs' former girlfriend of 10 years. Her words painted a disturbing picture of violence, control, and abuse. As week 2 begins, more witnesses take the stand, unearthing new details and strengthening the prosecution's claims. Dawn Richard, a member of the girl group Danity Kane and former Combs protege, resumed her testimony Monday. Her connection to Combs began in 2004 on MTV's Making the Band. Behind the scenes, Richard said she endured and witnessed escalating violence. She described an incident where Combs allegedly attempted to hit Cassie Ventura with a skillet. According to Richard, Combs later warned witnesses to stay silent, saying, quote, "People go missing." During cross-examination, the defense challenged the accuracy of Richard's memory, but Richard stood firm, saying trauma affected her recall and that her memories grew clearer over time. In 2024, Richard filed a civil lawsuit against Combs, accusing him of threats, inappropriate touching, and emotional abuse. Her testimony supports Ventura's claims and underscores a disturbing pattern of behavior. Next on the stand, Kerry Morgan, once Cassie Ventura's closest friend. Morgan's testimony stunned the courtroom. She described being assaulted by Combs in 2018. According to Morgan, Combs choked her and struck her in the head with a wooden hanger. She suffered a concussion and multiple bouts of vomiting. Soon after, she was handed $30,000 to stay silent. The money, she testified, was delivered by Ventura, though she said it came from Combs. She signed an NDA that day and never spoke to Ventura again. Morgan also testified that she witnessed Combs physically assault Ventura at least twice, once in Los Angeles and another time in Jamaica, where she said Combs dragged Ventura by the hair and slammed her head on bricks. Morgan shared her deep disillusionment after the 2018 incident. When Ventura chose to stand by Combs instead of supporting her, Morgan said, quote, "I draw my line at physical abuse." Under cross-examination, Morgan confirmed Combs and Ventura shared a relationship riddled with jealousy. Ventura allegedly envied Combs' ex-Kim Porter, while Combs himself was reportedly jealous of Ventura's friendship with actor Michael B. Jordan. The prosecution's third witness Monday was David James, who worked as Combs' personal assistant from 2007 to 2009. James recalled being hired after responding to a job listing featured in the New York Times. During his orientation, the HR director at Bad Boy Records allegedly pointed to a portrait of Combs and said, "This is Mr. Combs' kingdom. We're all here to serve in it." James described long days, sometimes working for 3 weeks straight without rest. He said Combs' staff warned him to stay in his lane, and that his boss's moods could quickly turn dark. James testified that Ventura once told him, "I can't get out. Mr. Combs oversees so much of my life." James's testimony highlights the culture of fear and control Combs allegedly cultivated. According to James, even the security staff functioned as enforcers, ensuring silence and obedience. Sean Combs' defense team is a formidable lineup of high-profile attorneys, including Mark Agnifilo, Tenny Geragos, and Brian Steele. Agnifilo previously represented controversial figures like Martin Shkreli and then ex-IVM cult leader Keith Raniere. Nicole Westmoreland, a sexual assault survivor herself, led the cross-examination of Dawn Richard. She questioned inconsistencies in Richard's testimony and highlighted past attempts by Richard to work with Combs even as recently as 2020. The defense team suggests that the witnesses have motives beyond truth, revenge, publicity, and financial gain. They argue that inconsistencies in memory or testimony cast doubt on the prosecution's claims. But the prosecution counters with a powerful narrative that decades of silence, shame, and fear kept these voices quiet until now. As the second week continues, more witnesses are expected to testify, potentially including other former assistants, staff, and victims. The prosecution has indicated the trial could run for at least 8 weeks. If convicted, Sean Combs faces the possibility of life behind bars. But beyond the verdict, this trial is already reshaping public perceptions of power, celebrity, and accountability. Stay with us as we continue covering the trial of Sean Diddy Combs. New revelations are emerging every day and the story is far from over. If you or someone you know is experiencing domestic violence, there is help. Call the National Domestic Violence Hotline at 1-800-799-SAFE, 7233. No one should live in fear. For more updates on this trial and breaking news from the world of entertainment, law, and justice, subscribe to our channel, like this video, and ring the bell so you don't miss a thing. If you found this coverage eye-opening and want to dive deeper into the world of true crime, trauma recovery, or even step up your own video production game, we've got you covered. Check out the Amazon links in the description below for books, gear, and tools related to today's story, from bestsellers on trauma and justice to the exact equipment we use to produce these videos. Whether you're a creator, a survivor, or just someone seeking the truth, there's something valuable there for you. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more in-depth coverage on trials, justice, and the stories that shape our world. Hit the bell so you never miss an update, because this trial is just getting started. If you or someone you know is experiencing abuse, call the National Domestic Violence Hotline at 1-800-799-SAFE.